genius in the crafting of his films, and the wording of this first story was chosen for a reason. It was told to Gambol, a Gotham crime boss, and those in crime families often suffer from abusive upbringings. Characters like Al Capone were renowned for their drinking, and domestic violence is a well-documented phenomenon within these circles. We don't know Gambol's backstory, but the Joker placed himself in what could very well be a believable backstory for any given mobster, offering the question of, if he could become who he was from that background, then so couldn't this man, as if the Joker was telling Gambol that he could be just like him. The second story the Joker tells goes like this.
I had a wife. Who was like you? Who tells me I'm worthy too much? Who tells me I ought to smile more? Who gambles and gets in deep? The sharks. One day they carve her face. We have no money for surgeries. She can't take it. I just want to see her smile again. I just want her to know that I don't care about the scars. So, I stick a razor in my mouth and do this to myself. And you know what? She can't stand the sight of me. She leaves. Now I see the funny side. Now I'm always smiling.
The story was told to Rachel, a woman looking to become married soon, and in a strange sense of meta-foreshadowing, it tells the story of a wife being disfigured and then the husband being disfigured in the same way, mimicking the later event of Rachel's death in the flames and Harvey's face being burned off. The Joker's story of how he got his scars is grounded in that of Rachel's, drawing on her experiences. In both of these instances, the Joker offers a backstory that the person who hears it would believe, and more importantly, empathize with. But the intention isn't to make others empathize with the Joker, nor is it to give any hint of truth as to how the Joker truly got his scars. The audience doesn't know how much of it is truth and how much of it is a lie, leaving his backstory still a mystery. But it's that ambiguity that's the point of it, that while you may reasonably believe that any of these are made up, all of them are believable to both the characters in the story and the audience who hears them. In the same way that the Joker wishes to prove that deep down all people are just like him, his scar stories serve to make us think that any of these characters, Rachel, Gambol, any of us, could be the Joker, because any of us could share that story. There is a third time that the Joker uses this line, when he's got Batman pinned down up on the scaffolding at the end of the film, but he never actually gets to espouse his third story.
Speaking of which, you know how I got these scars? No. But I know how you got these.
Even so, we could guess at what he might say, because this theme and how it's explored through the Scar stories actually draws heavily on one of the inspirations for the Dark Knight film, a 1988 comic called The Killing Joke, where the Joker takes guesses at Batman's origins.
I mean, what is it with you? What made you what you are? Girlfriend killed by the mob, maybe? Brother carved up by some mugger? Something that I know. Because something like that happened to me. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice.
The Joker notes here that he remembers his own origins in a number of different ways, giving him no concrete backstory, because ultimately, anyone could become him if they had just one bad day, as he calls it. The parallels with the stories about his scars are obvious. This interpretation to me fits better with the overarching themes and source material for the film. So you might be wondering, what's the answer? When it comes down to it, are humans like the Joker or like Batman? Well, the film offers no conclusive answer to this. On the one hand, neither of the groups on the boats decide to blow the other up, indicating that people do believe that they all deserve to live, that they aren't ultimately driven by self-interest.
This city to show you that it's full of people ready to believe in good.
But on the other hand, the Joker then reveals to Batman that he had already won when he corrupted Harvey Dent, the paragon of lawfulness, of honor, of dignity throughout the film. He was the white knight of Gotham that stood above the rest, and by turning him into Two-Face, a man willing to kill, having no faith in humanity or in the good of the world, the Joker feels he's won, because if the greatest of us can fall, then all of us can. It even mimics the sentiments that the Joker had earlier on in the film.
They're schemers trying to control their little world. I'm not a schemer. I say that you and your girlfriend
Ultimately, Nolan's messaging is that this question is far too complex for a single answer, and I really appreciate that in the film. But what do you think? That's all from me. This content was amazingly fun to put together. I've been wanting to talk about it for quite a while. I was just lucky to have a spare video slot, but if you would like to see more of this kind of content, then come join the Patreon Discord community and let me know. We can talk about it. See me favorite villain quote. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me talk about Facebook, email me stuff you made, drop below. Stay nerdy, Subfurious, in the future.
Back up.
The Des Moines Register reports Medicaid privatization cut off 40,000 Iowans. Governor Reynolds says
Managed care is working.
the Quad City Times, Iowa Medicaid is burning. It's a shameful mess.
I still believe managed care is the right decision for Iowa.
WHO TV News, Iowa Medicaid system in a state of chaos.
I think we've made a lot of progress this year.
If Kim Reynolds doesn't think there's a problem,
It's not imploding.
how can she fix it?
Hi, I'm Eric Boston. This is a breakdown of The
Winston
Dark Knight.
Churchill.
Chris Nolan,
Have you seen it?
No, yeah.
Dave Boyle. After covering Batman Begins, we now have arrived
Yeah,
at
my
The
streaming.
Dark Knight, which came out exactly 10 years ago today. It's an awesome film that inspired me to be a filmmaker and a Goku Psycho devours Easter eggs. Because with The Dark Knight, Chris Nolan proved that comic book movies can be made with attention to detail, win lots of awards, and make it cool to be a nerd and have no girlfriend and measure your worth in Reddit upvotes. But unlike the other many internet love letters to this movie, here we're gonna rewatch this movie scene by scene and point out all the cool details that make The Dark Knight great that you might have missed the first 10 times you watched it. Little Easter eggs, but also cinematic devices, subtle influences, all the deeper truths that you really want to discuss the commentary.
Were you busy
The
working?
movie even begins, our first
I'm
image
sorry.
shows a wall of
Were you busy
The
working?
movie even begins, our first
I'm
image
sorry.
shows a wall of the flames engulfing the Batman logo. Now, Nolan has opened all 3 of his Batman movies with some kind of elemental imagery to